Morning everyone, welcome to day 3 of the trip. Got my morning coffee. So today I'm pushing on. Last night I pulled over somewhere in between Regina, past Regina, but before the border of Saskatchewan and Alberta, somewhere in between there. I'm not exactly sure where, it was just kind of this pull-off spot. There was like a designated rest area there, but it was closed by the time I pulled up. It was getting close to midnight, so it was locked up, so I just kind of parked the car outside the gate and slept there. It wasn't too bad. I actually got six and a half hours of sleep, so it's not bad. Today we'll be rolling through Alberta and then probably end up in Kamloops. Do have to make a stop in Calgary though. I'm excited to show you guys the Rockies. I mean, I'm sure some of you have already been there and seen it, but for those of you who haven't had the chance to see them, they are beautiful. So once we enter Canmore, Alberta, from then on it's just going to be views for days. So I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be my favorite part of the road trip.
When I thought I didn't need it, I found a new friend. I'll wake you tomorrow before I leave, and the song I'll be singing will be this one indeed. This is as long as we go. I know you will be alright. But somehow, wherever you are, you're still in the crossfire.
That thing is awesome, eh? It's definitely worth pulling over for. If you guys are ever driving through Medicine Hat, Alberta, it's just off of the Trans-Canada Highway, Highway 1. There's a few signs before the actual exit, so you definitely can't miss it. I love the paintings on there. The First Nations paintings are beautiful. And yeah, it's definitely worth the stop. My next stop involves Costco. I'm going to get Costco gas. Let's go. So I'm excited that I finally picked up the water so that I can brush my teeth. Finally. So after spending probably a good hour running around Calgary, I am finally on my way through. I'm back on the Trans-Canada Highway and I will be in the Rockies soon. I'm super excited because I can already see them. They've been teasing me for like the last half an hour. I could see them from Calgary and I'm just like, damn, I can't wait to get on the way to actually get there, you know? And now it's finally happening. Yeah, I waited forever for Costco gas. I don't know if it was worth it in the end, but it was significantly cheaper than Petro-Canada or Esso or any of the other ones. So I'm on my way. I have about 6 hours and 20 minutes to get to Kamloops. If I do make it all the way to Kamloops, that'll put me about roughly 3 hours away from Abbotsford. So I don't have to get up too early. My move-in time is from 2 to 4. That's when I have that moving elevator booked off. So I don't have to be up too early. But based on how the last couple of nights went, I will probably be up early just because it's not comfortable sleeping in the car. So that will give me a few extra hours to kind of explore around. I've never been to Kamloops. Kelowna's down there. Also along the way, we have the small town of Golden, Revelstoke, and of course Banff. You know, I don't know if I'll be taking the turn off before Lake Louise. If I'm driving past it, I might just take a short walk, just drive up there, see how it looks. It is already summer, so I'm expecting it to be super busy if they are open, as they are every year. But yeah, I'm super excited to finally be in the Rockies. But that's enough of my face. So for the majority of the time, I want to really show you guys the Rockies. Again, I think it's, if not the best, one of the best parts of Canada. Truly breathtaking. If you guys haven't been, you have to come visit. Recommend it to everyone. It's something different. It's, in my opinion, the best side of Canada. So without further ado, the Rocky Mountains. Thank you, you too. I just finished up my dinner in the small town of Golden, BC. And when I first got there, I thought it was the cutest little town amongst the Rockies. Like, literally, it was nestled in a valley right beside a river, surrounded by the Rockies. But as I was eating my dinner, my Subway, I realized that it was ruined for me by the amount of trucks that were there. I guess some of it had to do with the construction, so they were holding a lot of the traffic back, so that kind of built up. But even besides that, there were a ton of trucks just parked. You could barely drive over 20 because there was trucks pulling in, pulling out, parked on the side of the roads. And mind you, this is a small town, so the roads aren't even that big. They're like little streets. They barely have enough parking for their own cars as it is, let alone these big tractor trailers. So that kind of ruined it for me. I was supposed to film this little bit there, but it was just so loud and honestly just disgusting. Like it ruined the little town for me. Otherwise it was beautiful. I mean, it was surrounded by mountains like these. You guys can see that. So it's very beautiful. I think it's actually just Golden, I think, is just actually on the other side of this mountain range. But yeah, that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to keep on pushing on, and I will try to film as much as I can. The Rockies here in BC are just amazing. Like, I just wish I could just film the whole thing. I've been trying to film as much as I can. Obviously, it's kind of hard being a one-man team, trying to drive, trying to navigate, although navigating is fairly easy, just sticking to the Trans-Canada Highway. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could just film the whole thing. And Yeah, it's just every corner you take on the highway, there's just this huge mountain that pops up, and now as the sun's getting lower and lower, the light's getting nice and soft. So yeah, I'm just a sucker for that. Alright, so I pulled over for the night. I'm just outside of Revelstoke, so I did not make it all the way to Kamloops, but I figured it'd be fine since I have those extra few hours tomorrow. I can just use them for driving, and then even still with driving from here instead of Kamloops, I'm still gonna have an extra hour or two to kill before the actual move in before 2 o'clock. I also wanted to do kind of like a nighttime sign off portion of the video because I realized that I didn't do that the last 2 nights, and that's just because I drove for like 14 or 15 hours and then I was so dead I just wanted to go to sleep. I didn't even want to pull out the camera or anything. Today's a little different. I pulled over a little earlier, again with the extra time that I made up from the last 2 days. I'd figure, it'd be a great opportunity. Also, I'm not too tired. I am still tired, obviously driving all day does tire me out, and but yeah, I thought it'd be great to kind of just do a little quick goodnight sign off. It's the end of day 3. Tomorrow's day 4. Not a full day of driving, but pretty much half a day, and then I'll be moved in, and that's the end of the road trip. I'm excited. I can't wait to have an actual bed. Can't wait to have a nice hot shower, and I can't wait to eat some real food. So, with that being said, you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao.